It's day number 2 in the very first totem cycle, and I just collected my first batch of Protem. I also got a cool badge, and there are a lot of new Upland updates, so keep watching as I try and make sense of these totems.
I'm YK2012, founder of the Upland Guide. I'm here to unlock the secrets of the Upland metaverse. On this channel, you can find everything you need to build your Upland empire. Expert tutorials, winning strategies, pro tips and tricks, and a lot more. Hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell to stay ahead of the game. Remember, knowledge is power, and in the Upland metaverse, that knowledge is truly your most valuable asset.
So first things first, you can't see it here on my Block Explorer, but I did receive the Protem Pioneer badge, and it looks just like this. It says that the Protem Pioneer badge recognizes the Uplander who was one of the first to activate their totem, showcasing quick action and an adventurous spirit. This radiant totem badge symbolizes the player's status as a true pioneer. So anyone who activated their totem in the very first 24 hours of the very first cycle should have received this badge, so check it out in your profile. So yesterday I started off my totem by spending 47 Protem, and it told me that I didn't spend enough. So as I was checking in on Upland throughout the day, I saw that there was this button in the bottom left-hand corner that popped up about 19 hours after I had activated my totem. This is a notification that you get where you are able to collect some of the Protem that you have earned up until now. And I went and clicked on that, and I was able to earn 15.99 Protem. Now, one of the totem traits is the scale, and mine is a medium size. This essentially means what is the capacity of your totem to hold on to Protem. If you do not collect your Protem, at some point it is going to get to a cap where it will not be able to hold any more Protem, and any earned Protem will just end up going to waste. So it's important to be making sure that you go ahead and collect your totem. Now, Upland did say that at the very beginning of the first cycle that they are going to disable the scale, meaning that you can collect at any time and there won't be any penalties. But they did say that in the future cycles it will be implemented, and that they can even implement it if they want to sometime during the first cycle. So it's always important to be collecting your Protem whenever you have an opportunity to do so. Now, I've seen some people talking about the time that you want to feed your totem has to be some sort of relation to when you are able to collect your Protem, and I don't know if there's any basis to that. The way that I think about it is you as a person, sometimes you're hungry throughout the day, but you don't necessarily have to go to the bathroom right after you eat or right before. So your feeding times and your collecting Protem times aren't necessarily tied together. After I collected my Protem, I decided that I was going to spend more and feed it right after I collected it. Before I go on explaining more about that, I want to talk about Upland's Q1 update, where Idan Zuckerman, Upland's CEO, and Danny Brown-Wolf, Upland's Chief of Staff, had a conversation talking about some of the things that are going to be coming out in this upcoming quarter. They talked about a lot of things, but I want to highlight just a couple of them very shortly. The first one is that replicas are coming to the NFLPA partnership. Replicas are building on the burning mechanics that we have seen with some of these map assets and block explorers already. So this is going to be really exciting for any sports fan to be able to see some of these collections being able to be completed, as they require replicas, which is about burning certain types of essentials in order to get a copy or a replica of a memento. The next one is there are going to be some new player missions for cars, allowing people to get the look and feel of how car racing is before they jump into Upland. That's going to be really big to get more people and new players excited about car racing. I also want to remind you that I have a couple of contests going on regarding cars and car racing. So take a look at this video in the upper right hand corner and join our Discord server to learn more about these contests. And also with the same theme of cars, they had mentioned that we can expect to see cars used as transportation in order to travel between different cities. Idan also mentioned that Upland is hard at work on Sparklet, and it seems like they're really looking to release that sometime in 2024. So that's something that's extremely exciting. I also have a lot of information about Sparklet on my YouTube channel as well. Now, I know that I said yesterday that I would wait 24 hours to spend my Protem again. So at the end of the day, I decided that right afterwards I was going to spend my Protem. So that was 19 hours after I activated it. So that would estimate my interval to be 38 hours. I also decided that I would spend 60 Protem on this after spending 47, when I activated it, it had said that I had not spent enough, so I decided to put in 60. Next time I'm going to try putting in a little bit more than 60 to try and push the boundaries there and see what happens. Once I made that spend, I did get a message saying that I had made a successful spend. See that my spend score was 85.1. Upland says that each totem is assigned a spend score, which is from 0 to 100. This score is visible to players when they go to spend on their totem, indicating how efficiently a player is managing their totem in terms of both frequency and amount to optimize returns of their totem. So I know that I did not spend enough the first time because I got an indication. So that means that it's obvious that my score is going to be less than 100. But it also doesn't really give me an indication as to whether I spent exactly at the right time. Now, after spending my totem after 19 hours, I'm estimating, as I said, that my interval is 38 hours. So it's important that you spend every 38 hours to be within that interval. If you want to optimize the amount of totem that you are going to earn, you're going to want to do it as close to the middle as possible. But that is not a requirement. It's important not to miss the entire interval. So for me right now, I'm estimating it to be 38 hours. If I miss that interval, then I will be penalized in some way. However, that doesn't mean that I must spend it exactly on the 19th hour. So I personally can't foresee myself waking up in the middle of the night in order to feed my totem or in order to collect the totem, but that's going to be all right because I'm willing to not be exactly on the optimum, but I'm still not going to miss that entire interval. So I don't have much to worry about. So now looking forward, as I said, my interval I'm now guessing is going to be 38 hours. So I'm going to look to spend my next totem in 38 hours from now. And I'm also going to be spending a little bit more than what I spent this time. So from 60, I might try 65 or 67. I still have a few more days to try and figure that out, see what other people are doing, and stay tuned in another couple of days for my next update. And don't forget, if you want to learn more about totems or anything in Upland, to continue watching these videos.